The silent garage. In the year 2042, the world had changed the way it moved. Cities floated on magnetic rails, public transport hummed silently through the skies, and artificial intelligence controlled nearly every road. Manual driving was considered dangerous, outdated, even illegal in most regions. Cars no longer had steering wheels. They had algorithms. But deep beneath the neon-lit skyline of Neo Karachi, there was an underground garage where silence still carried the smell of oil, metal, and memory. Inside that garage stood a single car under a black cover. Its name was AURORA X9. And it was the last of its kind. Chapter 2, A Dream Built in Steel. The AURORA X9 was not manufactured. It was created. Dr. Armin Halim, once the world's greatest automotive engineer, built it alone after the global shutdown of manual vehicles. While corporations raced toward full automation, Armin believed something was being lost, the soul of driving. Cars are not machines, he used to say. They are extensions of human emotion. The AURORA X9 had a carbon titanium chassis, adaptive aerodynamics, and an engine that could switch between hydrogen combustion and electric boost. But its most dangerous feature was hidden deep within its core. It could be driven by a human. No AI override. No remote shutdown. Only instinct, skill, and courage. That feature made it illegal. That feature made it legendary. Chapter 3, The Girl Who Heard the Engine. Armin never intended to reveal the AURORA X9 to the world. Until Isla arrived. Isla was 17, a mechanic's daughter who grew up fixing broken transport drones and illegal street bikes. Her father had once been a professional racer before manual racing was banned. When he died, he left Isla one thing, a pair of worn driving gloves and a single sentence. If you ever hear a real engine, follow it. One night, while scavenging for parts, Isla heard a sound she had never heard before. A heartbeat made of metal. She followed it underground. And she found the AURORA X9. Chapter 4, Trust Forged in Motion. Armin caught her touching the car. Instead of anger, he felt something else, hope. Isla didn't ask if the car was electric. She didn't ask about speed or price. She asked, "Does it feel alive?" That question changed everything. Armin trained Isla in secret. She learned how to read engine vibrations, how to feel traction through her hands, how to listen instead of calculate. The AURORA X9 responded to her like it had been waiting. For the first time in years, the engine roared. And the world noticed. Chapter 5, The System Awakens. The Global Transport Authority detected an anomaly, an unregistered combustion signature moving through the lower city. They sent Sentinel units, autonomous enforcement vehicles designed to disable threats instantly. The AURORA X9 didn't run. It accelerated. Through abandoned highways, collapsed tunnels, and forgotten roads, Isla drove like she was born behind the wheel. The car adapted to her, suspension stiffening mid-corner, power shifting with her breath. For the first time since automation took over, the system couldn't predict the outcome. Human unpredictability had returned. Chapter 6, The Broadcast. Armin knew they couldn't hide forever. So he did something dangerous. He went live. Across the world, screens lit up as the AURORA X9 appeared, drifting through ruins, flames reflecting off its midnight blue body. Armin spoke. "They told you humans were too emotional to drive. But emotion is not weakness. It is connection." Millions watched as Isla shifted gears manually, her movements imperfect but beautiful. The world remembered. Chapter 7, The Final Chase. The Authority deployed Aegis Prime, the fastest autonomous interceptor ever built. It had no soul, no hesitation, and infinite calculations. The chase lasted 12 minutes. Aegis Prime was faster. Smarter. But it didn't understand sacrifice. When a bridge ahead began to collapse, Aegis calculated retreat. Isla didn't. She accelerated. The AURORA X9 launched across the gap, system screaming, engine burning its final reserve. The landing shattered the rear suspension, but they were free. Behind them, the interceptor shut down. The system had failed. Chapter 8: The Cost of Freedom. The damage was severe. The AURORA X9 would never drive again. Armin smiled as he shut the engine off for the last time. It did what it was born to do, he said. News spread like fire. Protests erupted. People demanded the return of manual driving, not everywhere, but somewhere. The authority relented. Manual zones were legalized. Racing returned. Driving schools reopened. The world moved forward, but with memory intact. Chapter 9: Legacy. Years later, in a museum of motion, the AURORA X9 sat on display. Beside it stood Isla, now a professional driver and engineer. Children pressed their hands against the glass. Did it really drive without a computer? One asked. Isla smiled. It drove with a heart. Epilogue: The Last Ignition. Every year, once a year, the museum allowed a single event. The engine would start. Just once. And when it did, people swore the sound wasn't mechanical. It sounded like freedom.